Someone asks you, "Tell me about yourself." Do you suddenly forget all your English?
Or maybe you know your name, your job, where you live, and what you like, but you don't know how to put those ideas together in English.
That happens to so many learners.
You think, I know this information. It's my life. Why is it so difficult to talk about me?
Exactly. Today, we're going to make it easier.
Welcome to Day 2.
I'm Daniel.
And I'm Emma.
Today, we are going to practice one of the most useful English skills, talking about yourself.
We'll practice your name, where you're from, where you live, what you do, what you like, your daily life, and your future goals.
And don't worry, you do not need a long, perfect speech.
You only need simple ideas and simple English.
We'll speak together, practice together, and help you build your own short introduction.
Later, we'll also give you a shadowing exercise, 2 motivational stories, a simple 5-minute routine, and a final challenge.
So don't just listen today.
Encouragingly, speak with us.
Say the sentences out loud.
Pause the video if you need more time.
And if you're enjoying these daily English lessons, subscribe and come back for the next day.
Ready?
Let's talk.
About you.
Emma, why do you think talking about yourself can feel difficult in English?
I think many learners want to say too much at one time.
That's true.
Someone asks, "Tell me about yourself," and suddenly they try to translate their entire life story.
From the day they were born until today.
Exactly.
But you don't need to do that.
No, start small.
You can begin with one simple idea.
Then add another.
And another.
For example, my name is Daniel.
I'm from England.
I live in London.
I'm an English teacher.
4 simple sentences.
And together, they already tell us something about you.
That's the important idea for today. Simple details create a clear introduction.
Let's say another important message together. Don't try to sound impressive. Try to sound clear.
Warmly. That's much easier.
And when you speak clearly, you feel more confident.
Remember our path from day 1?
Simple English.
Creates confidence.
Confidence
Helps you speak more.
and more speaking.
Helps you become more fluent.
Today, we're using that same idea.
Your life is already full of speaking topics.
Your name,
Your home, your family, your work or studies,
your hobbies.
your daily routine.
You don't need to invent a difficult topic.
You already know the topic very well.
It's you. Let's begin with something easy.
What is it?
Basic information about yourself.
Perfect.
First, listen. My name is Daniel.
Now repeat. Good. You can also say, I'm Daniel.
Both are natural.
Now say your name.
My name is...
Finish the sentence with your own name. Excellent.
Next, I am from.
For example, I am from Somalia.
Or, I'm from Brazil.
I'm from Turkey. I'm from Japan. Use your real country or city.
Now it's your turn. I am from... Very good.
Now let's add where you live. I live in
a big city.
I live in a small town.
I live with my family.
Or simply, I live in Mogadishu.
Keep it true, keep it simple.
Now say one sentence about where you live. Excellent.
Let's put the sentences together. My name is Daniel.
I'm from England.
I live in London.
Now you.
Say your name.
Say where you're from.
Say where you live.
Well done. That's already the beginning of your personal introduction.
Daniel, after someone knows your name and where you're from, what might they ask next?
They might ask, "What do you do?"
This is a very useful question.
It can mean, do you work? Do you study? What is your daily role?
You can give a simple answer.
I'm a student.
I work in a shop.
I'm a teacher.
I work from home.
I'm learning English.
And if you're not working or studying at the moment, that's okay too.
You can simply describe your situation.
For example, I'm looking for a job.
Or, I'm studying English right now.
Let's practice.
Listen first. I'm a student.
Repeat. Next, I work every day.
Repeat. Now make your own sentence.
Ask yourself, what do I do?
Then answer in English. Great.
And remember, you don't need to give every detail.
If someone asks you a simple question, a simple answer is enough.
You can always add more later.
For example, I'm a student.
Then maybe, I study business.
Or, I study English.
One sentence becomes 2.
2 sentences become a conversation. Now let's talk about something more fun.
What do you like?
Good question.
Everyone can answer this question.
You can talk about food,
Music,
sports, movies,
Reading,
cooking,
walking.
learning English.
That's a very good answer.
Of course it is.
Let's practice. I like music.
Repeat. I like watching movies.
Repeat.
I like playing football.
Repeat. Now, let's make the answer more personal. Daniel, what do you like doing in your free time?
I like reading and listening to podcasts.
Nice. What kind of books do you like?
I like simple stories and books about interesting people.
So you really do like talking about people.
I guess I do.
Now, learner, what do you like doing?
Take a moment.
Start with I like.
Then finish the sentence. Excellent.
You can also say, my favorite hobby is.
For example, my favorite hobby is cooking.
My favorite hobby is reading.
My favorite hobby is playing football.
Your turn. Daniel, I think it's challenge time.
Already?
Yes, the learner has learned enough to start speaking.
I agree.
Here's your challenge. Try to speak about yourself for 1 minute.
Don't worry if you cannot speak for a full minute yet,
Start with 30 seconds.
or even 20 seconds.
Begin with these ideas.
Your name,
Where you're from,
where you live,
what you do.
what you like.
You can say,
My name is,
I'm from,
I live in,
I am a.
I like.
Now put them together.
Don't translate every sentence.
Use the simple English you know.
If you stop, don't panic.
Take a breath and continue.
Ready?
Speak out loud. Well done.
Even if your introduction was short, you practiced.
And that's what matters.
Let's connect this lesson to thinking in English.
When you think about yourself, don't begin with a long translation.
Begin with your real situation.
Situation.
English word.
English sentence.
Let's try it.
It's morning. What can you say?
I am tired.
You get out of bed.
I am getting up.
You drink water.
I am drinking water.
You eat breakfast.
I am eating breakfast.
You leave home.
I am going to work.
Or, I am going to school.
Later, you come home.
I am home now.
You feel tired.
I need to rest.
These are sentences about you.
Your real life gives you English practice all day.
When you're cooking, say, I am cooking.
When you're studying, say, I am studying.
When you're walking, say, I am walking.
When you're cleaning, say, I am cleaning my room.
Little by little, your brain starts connecting your actions with English.
That's much more useful than waiting for a perfect translation.
Let's learn 2 useful phrases for talking about yourself.
The first phrase is, I usually.
We use I usually to talk about something we do often.
For example, I usually wake up early.
I usually drink coffee in the morning.
I usually study English in the evening.
Now repeat. I usually. Good.
Now make your own sentence.
What do you usually do? Excellent.
Our second useful phrase is, in my free time.
This means the time when you are not busy with work, school, or other important tasks.
For example, in my free time, I listen to music.
In my free time, I watch movies.
In my free time, I practice English.
Repeat. In my free time. Now finish the sentence with something true about you.
Great. Remember these 2 phrases. We'll use them again later.
Let me tell you about a learner named Sarah.
Sarah could understand simple English, but she had one big problem.
When someone asked, "Tell me about yourself," she became very nervous.
She knew her name.
She knew where she lived,
She knew what she liked.
but she tried to create one perfect answer.
And then she became silent.
One day, she decided to practice 5 simple sentences every morning.
First, she said her name.
Then where she was from,
Then where she lived.
then what she did.
And finally, something she liked.
At first, she spoke very slowly.
Sometimes she forgot a word.
Sometimes she made a grammar mistake.
But she continued.
Every day, she practiced again.
After 1 week, the sentences felt easier.
After 2 weeks, she added more details.
I usually study in the evening.
In my free time, I like reading.
Slowly, Sarah stopped trying to remember one perfect speech.
Instead, she learned how to talk naturally about different parts of her life.
And one day, someone asked her, "Tell me about yourself."
Did she speak perfectly?
No.
Did she speak with more confidence? Yes, because she had practiced talking about the person she knew best, herself. Remember this, your story becomes easier to tell when you practice it one small piece at a time.
Excellent. Now it's time for shadowing.
Remember the steps.
Listen.
Repeat.
Copy the pronunciation. Copy the rhythm. Repeat again.
And don't worry about speed.
Clarity is more important than speed.
First sentence. Just listen. My name is, and I'm from.
Now repeat using your own information. Excellent.
Again, a little more naturally. My name is, and I'm from. Good.
Second sentence. Listen first. I usually spend my free time reading and listening to music.
Now repeat.
Again?
I usually spend my free time reading and listening to music. Now change the sentence. Use your own hobbies.
Take your time. Wonderful. Now let's have a conversation with you.
Question number 1. Where are you from?
Take your time.
A simple answer is, I'm from.
You can add, I live in.
Now answer. Great.
Question number 2. What do you like to do in your free time?
You can say, in my free time, I like.
Or, I usually.
Give us your answer now. Excellent.
Let's add one more question. What is something you want to improve?
Maybe you want to improve your English,
Your pronunciation.
your confidence.
Or another skill.
You can say, I want to improve my English because. Your turn. Very good.
Emma, what happens when you meet someone new,
Sometimes you feel nervous.
even in your own language?
Of course.
So feeling nervous in English is normal.
Yes, it doesn't mean you can't speak.
It only means you're trying something important.
And when you make a mistake,
You learn.
let's imagine you say, I am livin' instead of I live in.
Someone can understand you, and then you can correct yourself.
You can simply say, sorry, I live in.
Then continue.
Don't turn one mistake into a reason to stop speaking.
A mistake is a small moment. It is not the end of the conversation.
That's important.
Here's our message for you today. A mistake can stop a sentence only if you decide not to continue.
So continue.
Correct yourself when you can,
Learn.
and speak again.
Our second story is about he listened carefully.
But there was one thing he almost never did.
He didn't talk about himself.
One day, he joined an online English conversation.
Someone asked, Hi, can you introduce yourself?
Adam knew many English words,
But he didn't know how to start.
so he decided to change his habit.
Every evening, he stood in front of a mirror and talked about one part of himself.
Monday, his name and hometown.
Tuesday, his family.
Wednesday, his daily routine.
Thursday, his hobbies.
Friday, his goals.
At first, it felt strange.
Talking to a mirror can feel a little strange.
But Adam continued.
His old habit was learning English silently.
His new habit was using English actively.
After a few weeks, he joined another conversation.
Someone asked, Tell me about yourself.
This time, Adam smiled.
He said his name,
Where he was from,
what he did,
what he liked,
and what he wanted to improve.
His answer wasn't perfect,
But it was real.
and he was speaking.
That's progress.
So after you learn English, use it.
Don't keep all your English inside your notebook.
Bring it into your voice. Let's finish today's main practice with a simple 5-minute routine.
Minute 1.
Speaking. Talk about yourself.
Say your name, where you're from, and how you feel today.
Minute 2. Listening.
Listen to a short English conversation.
Listen for one useful sentence you can use about yourself.
Minute 3. Thinking in English.
Describe what you're doing right now.
I'm sitting.
I'm listening.
I'm practicing English.
Minute 4. Reading aloud.
Read your personal introduction out loud.
Slowly and clearly.
Minute 5. Review.
Review today's useful phrases.
I usually.
In my free time.
And repeat your favorite sentence from today's lesson.
Only 5 minutes.
But 5 minutes every day can become a strong habit. And now, your final challenge for day 2.
Are you ready?
We think you are.
Today, record a short introduction about yourself.
Try to speak for 30 seconds to 1 minute.
Include at least 5 ideas.
Your name,
Where you're from,
where you live,
what you do.
what you like.
If you can, add one more sentence using I usually or in my free time.
Listen to your recording.
Don't look for 10 mistakes.
Listen for one thing you did well.
Maybe your pronunciation was clearer.
Maybe you spoke longer.
Maybe you use the new phrase.
Then tomorrow, try again.
Today, you practice something very important.
You practice talking about yourself.
You don't need perfect English.
You need simple English that you can use.
Start with simple facts.
Add one detail at a time.
Talk about your real life.
Practice your name, your home, your daily life, and your hobbies.
Make mistakes.
Learn from them.
And keep speaking.
Small daily practice creates big improvement.
Here's our final message for today. Your voice does not become confident before you speak.
Your voice becomes confident because you keep speaking.
That was day 2.
Tomorrow, we'll continue with day 3.
Keep speaking.
Keep practicing.
Keep improving.
Talk simple, talk real, talk English.
Subscribe, like, comment, and share to your friends. Bye.
Bye, Daniel.